What's going on, everybody? It's your boy D from DNC Digital, and I am back with another episode of DNC Radio. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you guys so much for always clicking on the videos and listening to the podcasts. Took a much needed break, but I missed you guys, and here I am back with another episode. And here we are with another tournament. And I like these tournaments because I get to sit back and put my feet up and not do as much work. I get to argue with some good friends of mine. And today's topic is going to be one-hit wonders. And this should be interesting because one-hit wonders always kind of hold a special place in somebody's heart, whether we've seen it in a movie or we have a certain memory of it. But I'm going to let the host with the most take it away from ChrisP Plays and the Average Boys podcast. It's ChrisP. What's going on, brother?
What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing out there in the DNC digital land? What is going on? How we doing, my boy D Vargas? How we doing, brother?
Oh man, we're good, bro. Like I said, it just took a break, and this whole past month I was like dealing with work and a bunch of shit, but I'm ready to come back, and I'm glad I am, though.
Excellent, man. Well, it's good to see you back on the air, man. It's good to see your podcast coming back up. It's I saw your video that you did for Mission Wrestling. Good job, dude. That was
Thank you very much.
Excellent video production work, dude.
I appreciate that. I just took some video and I cut it all up. You know, the most important parts are some good parts, as they say in the video world, and then that song really stuck out to me because of the lyrics, how it talks about like strong women, and you know, they loved it. I sent it out to the owners of Mission Pro Wrestling, and they loved it. They totally loved it.
Well, your relaxing day would have taken me hours to do, man. I'm telling you, that was a gorgeous video. So good job on the video, man. So it looks like we got an awesome tournament coming up of one-hit wonders, and we got a good cast of people. Of course, we got our regular Brian, our boy Brian Davis. Brian, how are we doing, man?
What's up, Chris? How are you?
I feel like I haven't seen you since the last tournament bracket thing that we did. What was it? Christmas?
It was Christmas.
I think it was.
Man, it feels like.
Yeah, I think it was the Christmas one. But I just wanted to say I am a fan of the podcast. You were doing an awesome job on that, and just wanted to, give a shout out to you on that. Indeed, we and I go way back, like full flats in the Cadillac.
That's right.
Yep.
And we have a very, very special guest with us today. The one and only Hitman from C101 iHeartRadio, Corpus Christi Rock Station. The Hitman. What's up, my dude?
Hey, it's just another day in the hood, right? It's just
another day in the hood.
First time doing it. iHeart's got tons of podcasts all over the place, but this is actually the first time I've been involved in your podcast. I'm glad it's with you, dude. I'm glad to be doing this for the first time. It's interesting. I wanted to see how this would go and see what goes on.
Oh yeah, it was. It's funny, we've known each other for years, but we've never like done any content together. And I remember we met when I had my first interview. You helped me with my very first interview with Doug Bradley, who's Hellraiser, or a Pinhead in Hellraiser. Yeah. And I remember that night, and we kept in touch since. And then you moved away. You're doing your thing in Corpus, and I was like, oh, I want to do an interview, but damn, I got this coming up. I think it would be perfect. So thank you again for doing this episode.
That's no problem, dude. No problem. I'm excited. See if I can. Yeah. See if my encyclopedia is good enough for this podcast. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you got it, bro. Go ahead, Chris.
Excellent. So, guys, it looks like we're going to be going ahead and going forward with our brackets. The theme for today is going to be special one-hit wonder songs that have been famous throughout the years. So it looks like we got a pretty good list that I guess, D, you got a lot of these things from a lot of your fans. That's how you right?
Definitely put out some tweets and some Facebook posts, and I saw some good answers. There's one in there that I am strongly feeling that is going to just win the entire thing, but we'll see if it happens. But yeah, there's a lot of fan submissions along with my own research and some deliberation between us.
Well, that's excellent, man. Well, I mean, going through the list myself, like I already hear the songs in my head, and that's what really sucks, because now these things are going to be going all just through my head all
stuck in your head for the rest of the day.
All day. But if you guys are ready, I'm ready to start. If you guys are ready to go.
Good to go, yeah.
All right, man. It looks like for the first bracket, we have about 16 against each other. That's two names, two brackets. Or what's that thing that we talked about the last time? We tried to break this down the last time.
Yeah, it's 32 songs. So 16 battles, I guess.
Yeah, 16 battles. Okay. Going with the first one, it looks like it's going to be Somebody That I Used to Know. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, you guys know that song. And somebody that I... yeah. And Don't You Forget About Me. Don't you
Oh shit.
forget about me. So that's what we're going with first. So let's deliberate, boys. Whoever wants to go first.
Let our esteemed guests go first, Mr.
Okay,
Hitman.
Hitman.
What would you say between those two?
Well, first off, I don't think Simple Minds was a one-hit wonder.
It came up in a list. Did they I know they to pause for a second. Some of these artists did go on to continue their career, but
right.
Would you say would it be fair to say that was their biggest hit and then they never really caught that fire again?
That I will give you, yeah, and it was all because of the Breakfast Club soundtrack,
right?
And everybody remembers the iconic scene where he's leaving the football field, and that's it. So that one's we could say because of that was their biggest hit. To where what's interesting on the other song, Somebody I Used to Know, 3 Days Grace just recently redid that song.
Really?
And it charted. Actually, just a couple of was that last year they redid the song, and they did a rockier version of it, and it was really, really good.
I'm gonna have to go look that up now too.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
3 Days Grace did their version of Somebody that I Used to Know. And so, but if I had to pick between one or the other, I got to go with the iconic Simple Minds, because I mean, it's lasted through the test of time compared to Somebody I Used to Know. The only reason why I remember it now is because 3 Days Grace just recently redid it.
Good call. Brian, what about your take?
Jesus, that's a really big gap in songs, and where I was when I heard what was it? First one.
Somebody that I used to know.
Well, no, I'm talking about the don't
you forget about me.
Yeah, so I'm a huge fan of the Breakfast Club, so of course that song is gonna hold a huge place in my heart. But it was just something about someone that I used to know. That's what the name of the song is.
Yeah.
Something about that song that is just so gangster that you just had that one song and it's like, you know what? Peace, I'm out. Like I did my song, I'm out there. You know what? You guys have fun with that. And then a few years later, come back and redo it so they can, own their own masters, and that's great. So you know what? I'm gonna go with that song.
Wow.
Excellent. So it looks like
I thought this was gonna be a unanimous vote. Because I'm gonna go with "Don't You Forget About Me."
I mean, it's a classic. I mean,
it is a classic, and I think it's just I think Somebody I Used to Know would have won in any other battle, but this is
I think if it would have gone against somebody else, it probably would have been a better situation. I mean, of course, the song's huge. It's not like no one knows that, like, who that band is, or, you know what I mean? Like it's a meme. I mean, it's its own thing. It's its own universe.
What's hilarious though is that you remember the song title, but do you remember the band's name?
No, I had to look that up.
Exactly. Yeah. To where "Don't You Forget About Me," everybody knows it's Simple Minds, and it's "Don't You Forget About Me," and even remembers the movie, The Breakfast Club.
Of course. Of course. But
yeah, if it wasn't for MTV that played Somebody That I Used to Know, I don't think it would have made it anyway.
Oh no, it wouldn't have been that big.
These are all valid points. I was just living a very alternative lifestyle when someone that you used to know came out. So that holds a very, very special place in my heart.
No, totally. I get it. I like that song, but for me, it's gonna have to be Simple Minds.
Excellent. So it looks like "Don't You Forget About Me" by Simple is going to be going on to the next bout. Now we're going on to bout number 2, which is going to be "Party Like a Rock Star," and it's going down.
Oh shit! Do we need clarification on those? Party like a rock, like a rock, and then Young Jock, it's going down.
Right,
those were both the same year, wasn't it? It was that I
very close
years. I enjoyed that little pocket of hip hop. That was dope.
It's funny how the first round you went so diverse.
And
this one is like so close.
And these are randomized brackets.
The way Deep puts it is he has a really good program that he puts it in that kind of like breaks the brackets up. So like, man, you should have seen the horror film one that we did. That one was rough. What was the one that won that?
Jesus. Okay, you know what? Since I'm not gonna let this go. Hitman.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
This was
Between Poltergeist and 13 Ghosts, which one would you have picked?
Poltergeist, automatically.
Thank you.
I don't like how easily you just said that.
There
was no deliberation. There was
easy
no
answer.
thought. It was just this. No, I don't like that. No,
that is not the way it went.
That's not the way it went.
But see, here's my thing though. Poltergeist has an urban legend behind it because of all the deaths that happened after the movie came out.
Yeah.
Compared to 13 Ghosts, that was just it was a great movie, but it's I've got it on DVD. And
I'll take that. You know what? I'll take that. He said now everything that he just said, I got great movie and he has it on DVD.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll take that.
Poltergeist is up there in like the Hall of Fame of horror movies.
Hell yeah.
Just didn't make the cut. Sorry.
And 13 Ghosts didn't have any sequels compared to Poltergeist, who had a couple.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. It
Well, I just like the fact that 13 Ghosts had such a dynamic difference in storytelling. It kind of was like almost like a horror graphic novel.
Yeah, I
Almost
saw something
cut.
on Facebook. I don't know if one of you guys posted it, but I definitely thought of you guys, of them making a series.
Yeah, dude, definitely.
Every episode is the origin of each of the ghosts.
Now, who would not be interested in that?
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I agree. That'd be cool.
Where
We're
are
going
we
back
though?
to the bracket, guys.
It's
So it looks like
down.
the two songs, let me just say it one more time so that way we can deliberate.
Yeah.
It's going to be Party Like a Rock Star and It's Going Down.
All right, can I go?
Go ahead.
Hitman, let me have you deliberate.
Go ahead, Hitman.
Well, if I had to choose between from in the nightclub, personally, Party Like a Rock Star was way bigger. So I'm going to go with Party Like a Rock Star.
I'm gonna let Brian. You know what? Because Brian went second last time, I don't want to be that guy. So I'm gonna say, damn, Party Like a Rock Star was big, but shit, It's Going Down made everybody stop what they were doing. They dropped their grocery bags and they started dancing. That was my shit. I used to drive by the high school just bumping that shit and just seeing a bunch of high school students just doing their thing. I'm gonna go with It's Going Down. That is actually my favorite between the two, but it's a close second for Party Like a Rock Star for me. But I'm gonna go with It's Going Down.
Oh, it looks like we got a split, man. Brian, it looks like it's your turn to break the split, man.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with This Going Down as well. Not only was it a bigger hit, but that was a song that, it came from down south and it migrated throughout the whole country. And then not only that, but then it came with a dance to it that anybody can fucking do. So that caught fire as well. So I mean, just
anybody with rhythm.
Yeah. Even and listen,
it's tricky.
Listen. I've seen people without rhythm try it, so that has some grounds as well. So, I mean, just off the impact of it being just a global phenomenon, then I'm gonna go with It's Going Down, Young Jock.
I feel like it did have a bigger impact too.
It did.
I mean, both songs, man. Off the top of my head, I can just remember both of them playing everywhere, man, at once.
I like Party Like a Rock Star because it kind of meshed two worlds. Like it was telling kids in the hood that it's all right to wear chains and shit. Like that style came into the hip hop world and it fused together. It was really cool. I like that style.
Yeah,
very, very cool. Well, it looks like It's Going Down is going into the next bracket, so we're on to bracket number 3. So here we go, boys.
Yeah.
Who Let the Dogs Out? Take On Me. That's
fuck, dude. That one's tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys like shit.
These as we're going through this tournament, it's just gonna be 4 dudes singing one hit wonders. Like
I'm telling you, dude.
Off key and everything.
Everything.
The next bracket already fucked me up, man. I'm telling you, man.
Here's my question: which one of those songs was more of an earworm?
I would say Take On Me.
Take On Me.
You had Who Let the Dogs Out, which literally correlated with like almost every age range It's going from senior citizen to nursery school.
Damn,
I think
like, you know, it hit a certain time, but it's still like, even nowadays, it's even being used in video games. And I mean, dude, it's in Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Warzone, or whatever. Like,
and you can hear it at every single baseball game, football game. They're at every single like professional sports arena. You can hear it there.
Take On Me just makes me smile though. I love that fucking song.
Take On Me reminds me of the meme where it's the girl who's got her head turned and all of a sudden she turns around with the glasses. Yeah, that's the thing I remember the most about that.
Again, this is another really big year gap from one song to the next. Like I was a kid when Take On Me came out.
10 years.
Might be, I guess maybe a little bit more than that. But I actually remember watching MTV and that video for Take On Me came out, and showing my age a little bit. But it's a very like weird abstract video. So and Who Let the Dogs Out? Yeah, it was huge. It was huge. You can play that anywhere. But it was more for me. It was more one of those songs that was just annoying. So you find yourself.
It's a very good point. Yeah. I would concur. I don't mean to cut you off, but I to get my point that I was annoyed by Who Let the Dogs Out after a while.
Yeah. So Take On Me is gonna be my answer. I'm riding with that.
I'm gonna go with Take On Me too, and I'm gonna show my age because I remember when I introduced it on the air.
Holy shit.
I was around. I was on the air when both those songs came out as like, hey, here's the new song from Aha called Take On Me.
How was that video though? Did you like that video? I mean, that video was awesome to me.
It was innovative, and it was the first time ever somebody had put out a video to where it was like from a cartoon drawing.
Yeah.
Reality.
That was awesome to me.
That was iconic. It was one of the
I loved it when they spoofed it on Family Guy. Did you guys ever see that?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
He goes, "Where'd you go?" I don't know.
It's super crazy. When I was young, I grew up on the ranch in San Manuel, so we didn't have cable. Someone had to like fucking record it on VHS. So we used to have it in volumes of all its different songs on MTV.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. When I went to my friend's house, I used to record music videos on VHS. That was my mixtape. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because I grew up way in the ranches in San Manuel, man. So like I didn't get that opportunity to see it like when it first came out. But that moment that I got to see it on VHS and stuff, we were all hooked on it, man. I mean, it was a beautiful video, beautiful artistic video.
Well, Take On Me also, by the way, you said besides Family Guy, it was also recreated on the ABC show The Goldbergs. They redid it also.
I didn't watch the Goldbergs too much, but just
it's about Bill Goldberg. No, I'm just kidding, dude.
I think they had an episode with him in there, but to make it unanimous, I'm gonna go with Take On Me. I would never get annoyed.
Yeah, I already wrote Take On Me. I even wrote that on before you guys even chose.
Sorry, I'm gonna supersede
let the dogs out, man.
I'm gonna override this decision.
All right, guys. So we're on to the next bracket. We're on to number 4 on the ballot. It looks like it's going to be this is the song, dude. This is the one that I told you that this is the shit that's gonna be in my head for the rest of the fucking day for no good reason.
Oh man.
Mambo number 5.
Oh.
Versus Just a Friend. Mambo number 5 gonna be in my head for no fucking reason today, dude.
Just a Friend by Biz Markie.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
Now you're looking at a situation like the way it was, not like the last time, but with Mambo number 5, where it was good, it was great, but sooner or later it kind of got to you. Yeah, you know what I mean. But then you're looking at a song, Just a Friend by Biz Markie, and
there it is.
Biz Marquie's
Sing
like
it, baby.
G, man.
You better sing.
Yeah, he's a G. Like, but I don't know if it was. I mean, I guess streetwise, Biz Marquie's been known for a pretty good long time, but a lot of people like throughout the communities don't really know who Biz Markie is. So it's kind of hard to put him in that genre with Mambo number 5, because Mambo number 5 hit in, like I said, through the nursery schools, ABCs, all the way to the fucking senior citizens kind of fucking nursing homes.
I will go first.
But Biz Markie is a G though. Like, I'm not even lying.
I'm sorry for Biz Markie, but I'm gonna go with Mambo number 5.
Wow, dude, that's crazy though. But you get what I mean, though, right?
I totally get what you mean, but it was just For me, Mambo number 5 is.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that one, sir.
That shit comes on.
Can you expound on why Mr. Lou Bega is gonna go on and surpass
he is gonna go on
the infamous song of Biz Marquis's career? To explain that to me.
He's gonna go on because he's a fan of Poltergeist. No,
I was gonna say, is this retaliation? This is retaliation. This is exactly
retaliation.
What it is.
Damn, I didn't want it to go up against Just a Friend, but Mambo number 5 is one that I'm putting my money on, man.
Okay. So that's your dark horse. That's your dark horse.
This is the song?
This is my Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm gonna let you know right now, D, that is going to be my mission. It is going to be my mission in life in the next however long this show is to get Mr. Lou Bega out of here. All right, you're gonna get him out of here
across all.
In every one of these shows, D has had like his specific one that he thought was gonna make it, and it fucking breaks right like on the first bracket, man.
And it's my fucking show. It's my show.
Okay, here I want you guys to think of this. Okay, when you close your eyes and you first hear, like, think about this. Okay, when you hear first, you hear what does it do? It makes you cringe.
I'm over it. I'm over it.
To where the minute you hear, "Oh baby, you,"
I'm dancing.
That's it. It's in. It's like it makes you smile.
Damn, D.
So I'm gonna go with Biz Marquis just to.
Damn, D.
There we go.
This is like a marriage.
It's like a nightmare. It's like a nightmare.
It's a marriage.
And you know what's great is that I didn't even have to do it to you this time.
You look so satisfied the way you said
that. Yes. So yes, obviously I'm gonna go with Biz Marquis. And
I ain't mad at that.
That makes me happy. Right. I don't know why, but that just makes me happy, man.
It's all right. I'm okay. I think I don't know if I'm okay or if I'm just numb.
To
all this shit happening for the past couple tournaments.
Okay, so it looks like Just a Friend is going to be moving on to the next bracket. Going on to the next bout. Here we go.
I'm not gonna hear the end of this.
We got Ice Ice Baby and Time of Your Life or Time of My Life. I'm guessing by Green Day.
That is oh fuck, Dirty Dancing.
Okay, Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing, Time of My Life against Ice Ice Baby.
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I'm like in my mind, the only thing I can think about is Vanilla Ice.
Okay, you know what, Brian? You go first. You deliberate.
That is a very, very tough one. And you would think that just two polar opposite songs wouldn't put you in that situation, but I mean, Time was it Time of Your Life, Time of My Life, whatever
Time of My Life. Yeah, life.
That one. That will never go away. That was the time frame that song came out. Like that just basically, is a symbol of that time period. Ice Ice Baby was just a phenomenal. That was a wrecking ball though. Like you could not go anywhere without hearing that song. Wow.
With that being said, though, and before you make your decision, the wrecking ball is one impact, right? But Time of My Life it has that longevity.
It does. It has the longevity, but if I'm just breaking it all the way down and just thinking of what was a one-hit wonder and which one was a better one-hit wonder song, I'll probably go with Ice Ice Baby.
Oof.
Sidebar, I just saw an interview with him and Arsenio Hall, where Arsenio Hall was like grilling him about being white in the rap game.
And I know exactly what interview you're talking about. And this is like peak Vanilla Ice, where you couldn't tell him shit. Like you couldn't tell him shit. And he was just all the way Vanilla Ice. So yeah, I do remember that interview that you're talking about.
I just feel like he's making music. Like he's I mean, it wasn't good, right? But shit, like I don't know, that race thing was weird.
I mean it didn't age well, but back then what kid wasn't singing Ice Ice Baby?
Wait. When you say it wasn't good, you have to remember that this guy got invited to make a Ninja Turtles rap song, dude. Like that's got to have that's got to have some street cred behind it, because I don't know any gangster ass dude that doesn't like the Ninja Turtles, man.
Oh, hell yeah. No, yeah.
Go Ninja, go. Like that shit still bangs today.
He's not lying. He's not lying, by the way.
I still
Hitman.
remember when they brought Vanilla Ice down to South Padre Island. Like, what was that like in fucking 2000 and
Came down 4 times, dude. 4 times for spring break.
yeah.
Him and Rob Bass. They would always come together and they would play at Charlie's and they would
I got
play
a fist fight at Charlie's at the Vanilla Ice concert.
Yeah.
I don't even know why, man.
I think for first off, Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby, the only reason why it did so well was because of Queen, the sample from Queen. And
the one that he said he didn't sample.
You're right. He says he didn't sample it because he went doon 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 doon.
Yeah, he added like an extra beat or something.
One note. Yeah. Compared to Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes, Dirty Dancing, and the lift that Patrick Swayze does in the movie. And it was from that scene in the movie that people remember the most. So it just depends on what your experience is with what song. What's your favorite memory? So of course, people are going to remember the Bill Medley, Jennifer Warnes song because of the movie, compared to Ice Ice Baby because of the controversy. Because one, he was one of the first white rappers. Two, the incident he had with
Good night.
Yeah, with Suge Knight there, and then the controversy with the sampling. So it just depends. One of it's a positive memory, the other one had a lot of controversy. So it just depends. I don't know. That one's a tough one.
It's a very tough one, right?
Yeah, it's a tough one. Oh man, I'm gonna say because also again I bring up the word earworm a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Ice Baby.
Wow.
D, what do you?
And I totally get that.
I mean, there's no deliberation here. Ice Ice Baby won, but
no, Ice Ice Baby won, and I'm fine with it. I feel like Time of My Life
deserves better.
Deserves a better spot, a better seed, I guess, if you want to talk like tournament terms.
Give it an honorable mention. How about that?
No, yeah. It's definitely honorable mention. Musically, I think technically probably a better song.
I mean, I'll jump on and say that almost every one of these songs deserves an honorable mention because in some way they all kind of hold key to our heart in some weird fashionable kind of.
I love how you can hear a song and it just fucking takes you right back to like
just right now,
spot,
like just
one.
The opportunity that I got when I first got to see this list, like it was just like no fucking way. Like I just had a bunch of like fucking like being at Peter Piper moments and fucking playing DDR and fucking being in parks, hanging with my friends at the park. And like I just had a bunch of different moments in my life just hit by every part of this list. So I believe that like every song deserves an honorable mention.
With it, I gotta bring this up. I actually brought this up on my TikToks recently to where somebody actually asked me, because I was always talking about some of these songs, and the guy goes, "What's your point on bringing up all these songs?" And I was at a convention one year, and this guy who did heavy research on music throughout the years, he brought up a great point. He goes, "Your life has a soundtrack.
It does,
and every little song that you think of is going to make you think of the time that something happened to you."
Yep.
And because of that, just like you said, how that one song made you think about Peter Piper Pizza or this. It happened because, and once you hear that song, it brings back that memory and it makes perfect sense about that.
That's super beautiful. And that's why I say like every one of these songs, it's going to be super hard because that's what makes them one hit wonders is that every one of them was fantastic in that moment. Like every one of them. And then of course, like you'll have your trickle from their albums that don't really hit, but those one hit wonders, like that's what makes them so awesome. So yeah, this is going to be a definite honorable mention for.
And then with the way that the business structure is, they can live off of that one song.
Dude, definitely with royalties. Oh fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, that's straight up.
It's gonna be where were we? It's
Ice Ice Baby. Yeah. So the next one's gonna be kind of a wild one because the first one is a very interesting song because it's not by someone from the US. It's actually an international song. I'm
sorry to cut you off. I just need some education from you guys because I'm not sure. Is Vanilla Ice before or after Beastie Boys?
After.
So what was the big deal about him being white?
It was the fact that Beastie Boys was a crew. It was different because when you have an individual that's going out by themselves, trying to represent the rap game. It's a little bit odd, but when you have a crew that grew up literally in New York, that was like literally part of the entire
street
growth.
credit? Because I'm like
I don't think it was
about
it
these
wasn't
three little
yeah, the
Jewish
Beastie Boys
from
was
Brooklyn.
like embedded.
It wasn't a street cred.
In
It wasn't a street cred. It was the fact that Beastie Boys, no matter how big you think they ever got in their at any point in their career, they did not touch how big Vanilla Ice got with Ice Ice Baby. It's not even close.
No, yeah,
I wouldn't.
That's a good
I would.
point,
I don't know, man,
why,
because they had
I just
Intergalactic.
think why was it a big deal? Vanilla Ice, oh, he's white, and I'm like,
again, because of how big that song was a global, like you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song. So I don't, and honestly, I don't.
I mean,
that's just the way that I think.
It's a good
well, and also the fact that a while back, I remember the controversy again. He said, yeah, I grew up in the hood and I did this and I did that. The guy lived in the suburbs of outside of Dallas.
Yeah, you see, like I kind of remember that. I do remember that.
He didn't live in the. He lied about how he lived and stuff like that.
Didn't he grow up like in the sticks or something like that?
Yeah. He was a rich kid.
Yeah,
he was a rich kid.
Because like when you ask like the difference between him and Beastie Boys is literally Beastie Boys is like embedded in the hip hop world.
Yeah,
like through and through New York history.
Exactly.
Like you can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, yeah, I totally agree with that.
But that's why when Vanilla Ice showed up, he just popped up out of nowhere.
Over
he
here,
was like,
Jersey,
"Yo, I'm Snow," or "I'm this guy." I just kind of like popped up, and I've been a part of the scene for a long time, and everyone was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that was kind of like what it was more. So it's very weird. Like I mean, the Beastie Boys to me, I mean, they're huge as fuck, man. Like I mean, I wouldn't say that they never got as big as Ice Ice Baby because Intergalactic was probably one of their Sabotage. Those songs were like
Sabotage, man.
Probably fucking their biggest. Like, dude, I mean, the Beastie Boys would drop a whole album, and the whole album.
I just think like to go back to that interview, it was like, why are you doing music that's really from our culture? And you know, they were just pulling out the race card within them, and I'm like, there are 3 Jewish guys in Brooklyn doing it, and you know, nobody batted an eye. Nobody should bat an eye anyway. I'm just
because they were they were signed to Def Jam. To Def Jam, and again,
so once you got that stamp of approval, like,
and not only that,
not
only that, but there was a certain level of like you believed them to be a part of hip hop. It was something about Vanilla Ice that you kind of knew was a little bit off.
You're like, you're an outsider. You're not.
Yeah, like you kind of knew something was off, but then again, you could not escape that song. You couldn't get away from the shit. So it was like it was just a weird combination that came together. And that's what I'm saying. It blew up. Now you can take Beastie Boys' whatever song you want to think is their top song, and see if it works somewhere in East Bumblefuck, Idaho. But if you were to, but if you wanted to say, oh, but have you heard this song Ice Ice Baby? Same town, they heard that shit. So that's what I'm saying.
No, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
But you know what? Like just speaking on that theme, I guarantee the Beastie Boys got grilled for it too somewhere around the coast.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like I guarantee that someone was like, "So what makes you think you can come into the rap game being 3 Jewish guys?" You know, not being from the African American culture or whatnot. Like it was always the conversation back then.
Yeah.
It was always a conversation. The only person that's really broken that median would be Eminem. Like nobody ever looks at him by race. They just look at him as a rap god, which is what he promotes himself to be. But like I guarantee, like even people have questioned that. You know what I mean? It's just it's always the conversation. It's because I have on my podcast we're always talking about, you know, comic books and geeky shit, right? Mm-hmm. But like my thing is always the reappropriation or the gender swap or the race swap of comic book characters. And like just recently, there was the famous one, which is now everybody's super excited about Sam Wilson, the Falcon, becoming Captain America, where they don't understand that they got a hand-me-down character from Captain America, where Sam Wilson was actually an original Black comic book character, and he deserved to be the Falcon still. Like Anthony Mackie by himself recently, like rebreathed more passion into the Falcon. Mm-hmm. People were looking at his character because of what he's done. So now people are now calling him Captain America, which I understand is a cool move, but they just erased a character from Black history. One of the first original Black superheroes.
Wow.
It's the same. I mean, it's very weird. It's a weird conversation because one, Marvel did it in a classy way. But the one thing that they're only writing about is he's always fighting racism. He's always fighting racism, which is like he's never fighting intergalactic villains. He's never fighting fucking some crazy dragon. It's always racism. You know what I mean? And that's what the X-Men was established for. The X-Men were the ones that were being racial appropriation in the comic books. That's what Stan Lee wanted to do. So like that's the thing that I always tell people, dude, once we find out that there's fucking aliens and they hate humanity, there's no more race. Like everyone in humanity is gonna be like, dude, we need to get together and fuck those dudes up. Stop all this hate crime shit. We need to fight those guys. And it's true. It's so fucking true. Because once we're not the coolest motherfucker on the park, then we all got to team up and go against that guy.
Yep. No, so, I can appreciate that. Like, and I mean, that was just a thing. I felt like, you know, with this dais that we have, we can have a normal conversation about it.
It is. Yeah, I mean, it's an important conversation.
Here's the thing you bring up. Beastie Boys won't do a Ninja Turtles movie. So, or Vanilla Ice will. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
That would have been so dope if they did, though.
Yeah, that would be so dope.
That'd be so dope if they did.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, if given the opportunity, like you look at the Wu-Tang Clan, and you know the Riz is like super big on like the old kung fu movies. The moment he got the opportunity to make Iron Fist, he jumped on that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if anybody would come up to any hip hop dude and be like, "Yo, do you want to do a Ninja Turtle song or do you want to do a Transformer song?" Like, I don't know if anybody would say no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is just something that's just deep down inside of us that like our nerdy culture that we need to be a part of it. So I don't know. That's a conversation for another day.
All good.
All righty, boys. So here we go. We got Ice Ice Baby going on to the next bracket. Under that, like I said, we got an international song and of course a big song that was in the US area, which was Gangnam Style, which is the international song, super fucking huge, and Jump.
Jump.
Yeah.
Oh, put me in for Jump. I'm done.
Wait a minute. Which Jump? Is it Jump?
Crisscross.
Oh, Crisscross, not House of Pain.
Not House of Pain.
Or The Movement.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have
taken any of those over.
Yeah, any of those pretty much. I saw Jump in the votes and I thought Crisscross.
I mean, but you can't look past Gangnam Style. You cannot. Even though it's one of those annoying songs, but that's what makes them one-hit wonders. This is that idea of going through the nursery, all the way from child to senior citizen. It was a huge thing.
But how long was that run?
Brian said earlier, there was a dance behind it.
But how long was that run though? When I think of like a one-hit wonder and
close
some
to
of these,
year, probably.
And some of these anomalies that have happened in music, I'm thinking like these are songs that are just everlasting. Like you can't get away from it. I don't even hear that song anymore. Well, and when it was good, it was only good for like about a year.
Right. And the one thing that helped it a lot was YouTube. Because YouTube was the one that made it over how many millions of viewers that saw it on YouTube first before it even hit the radio stations. So that's one thing that helped it a lot was YouTube. And by the time it made it to radio, people were so burnt out on it from YouTube that they didn't want to hear it anymore. Compared to you put on Jump at a nightclub, people are going to go on the floor. They're going to still jump on the floor for that.
But the other thing is too, guys, is we can't not take into consideration that this is coming from a person who is not part of the United States culture of music. It's coming from the South Korean area. Right. So the idea of him making coming out, making a song that takes over internationally, when a lot of people didn't even know about the K-pop scene back then.
Right.
Where like nowadays you can even consider that the opportunity of Psy, who is a manager for a bunch of major K-pop groups, that he's one of the major contributors to K-pop coming to the United States because of Gangnam Style.
I'll give you that. And just because I'm not voting for him doesn't mean that I don't agree with any of that.
I was going to say, I think
I'm just bringing light to the subject.
I'm more of a fan of the residual effect of it as opposed to the song itself as being a one-hit wonder.
So yeah, I mean, that's just what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I think he
let him get his flowers and his credit. No,
Crisscross gonna make you jump or whichever of the jump songs you want to choose. Like, Crisscross had a bunch of kids wearing their pants backwards, man.
Hell yeah, rocking the Yankee jersey backwards. I was like,
yeah. I mean, they had it going on, man.
Hell yeah, that was the shit.
So, and I'm even more surprised that it's not jump. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use Hitman's soundtrack analogy.
Or fuck, dude.
You know,
even with
you
the
put
Hitman
on
saying
jump, it's
fucking
gonna
House
take
of
me
Pain,
back.
man.
It's gonna take me back to fucking. There
That
was
was
a
like the-
channel. There was a channel. Channel 1 was like the box. It was called the box. You'd
The
call and
box.
you would call and you would what would you do? You put in a number, right? A number that
Yeah, you
corresponded
would
with a video.
you
Then
would
they
call.
would play the video on your TV.
Yeah, and it would charge you like I don't know a couple cents per
Yep,
call
well,
or something like that.
Like the Hitman even said, he mentioned House of Pain, and that was like jump. House of Pain was like the Irish national anthem for drinking for like
So-
literally like
so-
like that was like the song, dude. If you
So
weren't
which-
Irish, you were singing it.
What song are we, which version are we settling on?
Well,
I don't think
okay,
that's
hold
been
on.
clarified.
I just thought about it right now. The title actually for House of Pain was Jump Around.
Jump
Yeah.
around.
Jump around,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say
Not
jump
jump.
around.
So I think we need to
Yeah, so we could cut. Yeah, that one will be cut out.
that'll
So-
be cut out. So
But either
and-
way, it's still the D said it. It is the crisscross version.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well then I'm gonna settle on that one. I'm gonna settle with crisscross. That again, their impact on culture, the hip hop culture, it was huge. I begged my mother for an oversized baseball jersey or the Bugs Bunny Taz backwards shirt that they had
Fuck
on,
yeah.
and yeah, backwards side, and you just couldn't do
Totally
anything about
crossed
it.
out. That was the
I
name.
want to say that isn't the name of the song "Jump" like twice.
It was Jump Jump. Yeah.
Yeah, jump, right? So
Yeah.
that's probably why we got it all mistaken. Jump by itself is that older song, is it?
There's the Movement Jump, which was a techno song that came out way back in the day that they performed over at Genesis down in Brownsville for years, and then Jump Around was House of Pain, and then there
Then
was
Jump.
by Chris Cross. So I think D, you need to make the decision on what song it should be.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Jump.
Okay, jump. Okay, so it's crisscross jump versus Gangnam Style. So
Right.
which one?
Jump,
do you
jump,
guys- okay,
jump,
so
jump for me.
Brian's
Brian
choosing
already got it.
crisscross.
And I'm gonna say
Hitman?
Jump too. I'm gonna say Jump too.
Jump.
Because
Awesome,
I
man.
just
Awesome.
don't want to hear Gangnam Style again.
I remember wearing my pants backwards. I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember wearing my pants backwards.
Again, it just depends on how it makes you feel. With each song, it's like the songs that you just brought right now. First thing when you said Jump, it made me smile. Compared to Gangnam Style, I just I started
you roll your eyes.
Butthole
yeah, I
tight.
just got indigestion from that. So I was like, no,
Made me clench my cheeks.
yes, exactly.
Okay, so so this next one, I'm not really familiar with the first one, but of course the second one I've heard. Maybe I have heard it. Maybe I just don't remember the title. But "Fuck It" by Iman.
Oh,
Oh
remember
yeah,
the
Iman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Iman.
Don't want you back.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all right.
F
Yeah, I
you
was
for this,
thinking, and I was like,
F you
wait,
for
is
that.
Iman? Isn't that the artist's name?
That's the artist name. Yeah, I
Okay,
put
so
that
it's-
because
it's
if I
'cause
would have
the
just
way you
typed in
wrote it,
"fuck it,"
you put it all together. It was like so it says "fuck it, Iman." I was like, man, dude, who hates that guy? Okay,
Well,
so
if
we
I just
got,
if I just put "fuck it," you would have thought like, I guess we're not doing. I guess somebody got to buy in this tournament. Like,
yeah. Okay, so we got "Fuck It" by Iman, and we got "Tub Thumpin'."
Oh, dude.
Oh
Tub
man, here we
Thumpin'.
go.
When I got when we got the record from Eamon on the radio, all it said on it was "F it," and we were like, "What? Are you serious?" And then we listened to the original
How are we
version.
gonna
and,
play
oh,
this?
that's the reason why we can't play that on the radio. It's because of that word.
so he's saying you two versions then,
Yeah, there was two versions. There was the clean version
right?
for radio, and then there was the "fuck it" version.
The unedited version, the fucking version.
I feel like that was. I feel like "fuck it" was like the first meme song in that generation. Like,
How does that song go? Can somebody refresh my memory?
Like,
Because I'm a little lost on that one.
you
the
fuck
song
what you
bas-
said, it don't mean shit now.
The song
presence-
basically was talking about a guy telling his and now ex-girlfriend to literally just to fuck off.
Yeah, go screw yourself.
F you.
Oh
for
yeah, I
doing-
like that.
It was-
song.
F you for doing that, and that's what the whole song was.
Oh, I'm sold. That's my winner right there.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't want. The one part is I don't want you back. It's F
And
you. I don't want you
Tub
back.
Thumpin' was one of those kind of like
It's another Irish
European
drinking song.
techno, like, right?
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Oh, that's
yeah,
that
I'm never
song.
gonna keep.
Oh,
That boy had soul.
Yeah.
Somebody.
The one song is him.
I don't know if that because I mean he's a talented singer. I don't know if that came from the heartbreak or if that dude got some soul in his soul.
No, it's the heartbreak, dude. That song was bad. I was like, geez.
It's like, yo, who hurt you, bro?
And here's the thing you don't know. There was a response. A girl did the song back to him. There was a response to that song.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah.
Don't you miss that?
Tub thumping was it's fun. It makes me think.
It was like right on the
it.
tails of like the Spice Girls and like all of that time where they were doing like it had that weird like up.
It makes me think of like teen movies in the 90s.
Yeah, like a teen movie sound.
Like American Pie. Didn't it go on American Pie?
Because
it sounds like it deserved to be on American Pie.
Yeah.
Like the Ketchup song. What was that one? The Ketchup song?
That was called Ketchup. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Ketchup, right? It kind of has that weird like I don't know how to explain it kind of vibe to it.
The thing is, Chumbawamba was a drinking song. Chumbawamba was a complete getting drunk, falling on the ground, and getting back up again bar song.
Yeah, I'm gonna take back my answer. I'm gonna go with that one. That song, because I didn't actually remember what song that was by name, but now that I know what song it is, that song is definitely a better one-hit wonder to me.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're drinking and somebody puts that on, you're like, hell yeah.
Well, everyone in the club's gonna be singing it. Like, yeah, that's like the other one's just too much of a Debbie Downer. Like the Chumbawamba tub thumping, like
it's like, bro, you're ruining the vibe. You're gonna make all the girls leave the party.
No, yeah, if the F song was nothing but a little, like your teenage boy sitting there crying his eyes out, going,
yeah.
And I feel like Chumbawamba is like the juxtaposition of that one because I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yeah, it's like if you put Chumbawamba on, and then right afterwards, House of Pain jump around, and you're in a bar drinking.
You have a great night.
Somebody's
getting hurt. That's a great night.
Somebody's getting hurt. Hell yeah,
a great night.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go with tub thumping.
Yeah, tub thumping also. Yeah.
Awesome. So tub thumping looks like it goes on to the next one. Here we go.
That was a good round for that song because it could have lost against anybody.
We're halfway through the first set of bouts.
Yep.
We're looking at 8675309 and Teach Me How to Dougie.
Oh,
that's pretty rough, guys.
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go with Teach Me How to Dougie. Again, when you add a song that's just a cultural phenomenon and you attach a dance to it, it's gonna be hard to knock off. And the
Young Jock card with that one.
Well, yeah, I mean it's gonna be tough to beat. I mean the what is the official name of that 86753?
That was actually it was Jenny. The song was
okay,
Jenny, and then 8675309 by Tommy Two Tone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tommy Two Tone.
Okay.
And if you see that thing about it, if you're older, you know that song.
Yeah.
So where Teach Me How to Dougie is more of a younger song. So it just depends on the age group on what thinks is better. And personally, it's like if you ask a teenager today if they know Teach Me How to Dougie or 8675309 Jenny, they're gonna know Teach Me How to Dougie.
Yeah.
So
but you as a radio DJ, which one did you just see a lot more traffic for?
Oh, but that's the thing about it. It's pretty much equal. It just depends on the years. 8675309 was a huge spring break dance record from, kids my age. I'm saying older demographic.
Right.
You're sitting there swinging and doing the thing but that same demographic, you put on Teach Me How to Dougie, they're now sitting there going, well, what is this? You know what I mean? Compared to the teenagers who knew Teach Me How to Dougie, and then you put on 8675309, they're going, man, my dad used to play that in the garage.
I'm gonna contest that a little bit because I think when you want to bring in the demographic aspect of it, I think it's a little bit altered in the Teach Me How to Dougie era because now the demographic that was going to hear that, you said it was called Jenny, right? The demographic that was going to hear that Jenny song, that's probably the demographic that's going to hear the Jenny song. It may leak over a little bit, but not so much. when you're talking about the Teach Me How to Dougie song, it's probably made for one demographic, but it reached a whole lot of other demographics that were in the club, either trying that dance, learning the song, or learning just everything about the song, learning about that's where I'm coming from when you want to talk about like the demographics and how it kind of it's a little bit different in this situation.
I still haven't been taught how to Dougie.
It's not too late,
but
buddy.
I want to learn. I want to learn how to
Never too
Dougie.
late.
It's never too late.
Never too late.
What is it? Do you do this, right?
Well, I mean, okay, so
do you do this and hit?
I
hit
guess
one
this
hand?
would be a really good way to say. So, out of both of those groups, which one would be considered more of a one-hit wonder?
That's a fair question.
Because which one in
Very good
popularity in the group? I mean, who is the singer of "Teach Me How to Dougie"?
Oh, I forgot that.
I don't remember the guy's name. But I think that makes for a great one-hit wonder. We don't even know who the guy is that sing the song.
Yeah, people more know the title than they do the artist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I
Was
mean,
it one- it's one
to me
guy?
always
It's
makes
one-
up
I
the
thought it was a
idea
group.
of you look at the song and then you say, okay, like in the situation right now, you're looking at the song Jenny, you're looking at Teach Me How to Dougie, and during those time periods, they were both popular, right? I mean, from right now, the playing value is pretty much identical in whatever culture it is, and even vice versa into different cultures and leaking because even me, I listen to a lot of like weird gothic country music.
Gothic
But I've
country?
tried to call 8675309 a bunch of times. I've called that number like fucking 40 times in my life, dude. And I'll call it just
Teach Me How to Dougie was Cali Swag District.
Cali Swag District. Okay, hold on. I want to go back though. Did you say that like Gothic / country?
yeah, I
Or
listen to,
Gothic
Sean
country?
James. I listen to
I knew you weren't gonna let that go.
Coulter Wall.
Okay. So you meant like as in
Saints.
two different genres.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I took
they're
it
kind of
as-
together. It's like a bluegrass gothic sound.
Dude,
So-
I gotta hear
Shit.
this shit.
That sounds like
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's like I got into it because of like watching Supernatural. So like you listen to Supernatural and they have like a lot of like the old 70s rock, a lot of the 80s rock, but then of course it gets into like this weird like banjo-y country music that's talking about the devil coming to get you, Charles Robertson shit. And
Fuck, bro.
yeah, man, like I just kind of started dwelling into it and it kind of
I don't know if I want to hear this, but I know I
Dude,
have
if you
to
ever
hear
want to
it.
listen to some
Be
great
interesting.
shit, listen to Delilah. No, what is it? Is it Delilah or Delia? Well, fucking listen to Sean James.
Sean James.
Sean James is the guy that sings the song for that fucking video game that came out.
Writing
What was
that
it?
down.
Like he's a great artist. If you have the opportunity, you listen to Hellhound by Sean James or Delilah. You listen to any one of those and you'll be like, holy shit, dude, thanks, Chris. Like you're just gonna be like,
Oh,
thanks.
I'm definitely gonna check this shit
But,
out. 'Cause that just sounds crazy.
Well, like we were saying, like I've called 8675309 about 40 times in my life just to leave a voice message, and I guarantee that dude's been called like a billion times in his whole life.
Is there any other lyric that anybody else knows from that song?
Jenny, who can I turn to?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
To
fine.
give me something I could hold on to. Yeah, it's a song about wanting to get with this girl.
Yep.
To where
But the
Teach
thing
Me How
is,
to
is
You
Dougie-
guys go first because we have to vote. You guys go first.
Oh, I'm just talking. I'm not picking.
Very,
guys.
very
This is
good
on
point.
you.
yeah, I'm
Very
on
good.
the record.
I'm just
I'm
putting
on the
my
record.
2 cents. I'm
I'm
probably
gonna
1
say
cent.
teach me how
I'm
to
probably
Dougie
putting
is
1
my
cent
answer.
into this.
Teach me how to
And I
Dougie
get
for
it,
Brian.
and I get how big the Jenny song is, because again, I'm from that age group that I was there for that song and I was there for the Teach Me How to Dougie. So I have both to bounce off of, and I just think that again, it just how many people that affected. It didn't just affect the people that were a fan of that, of just the one song, of that core demographic.
Right.
Teach Me How to Dougie was a virus that just spread out and it just integrated with every demographic that there is. So I just think for that reason, I'm going to go with Teach Me How to Dougie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's a good point.
And
I wouldn't be able to distinguish 8675309 if I just heard one note. But once I hear the beat drop, Teach Me How to Dougie, it's like, oh, you're ready to that shit makes me get up. 8675309 makes me like tap the steering wheel and maybe pop my head. I'm gonna go with Teach Me How to Dougie.
and I'm gonna go with it too.
All righty.
I would leave it on that song. If it's 8675309, I'm changing it to look for something else.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
No, I'm not going to say.
Is there a book
right.
on that, guys? I want to know.
I think it's just kind of weird because of the fact that it's two different genres of music. So it's kind of hard to kind of play off of. But yeah, I think Teach Me How to Dougie for that one. That would have been my choice also.
Yeah.
All righty, boys. On to number 9. And we're looking at the most creeper song, 500 Miles. Versus Bittersweet.
I would walk 500.
Yeah, that's the creepiest song ever, dude.
And what's the other one?
Bittersweet Symphony.
By the Verb.
By the Verb, yeah.
One is sampled by the Rolling Stones, and the other one is in the movie Dumb and Dumber.
That's why I loved having you on this episode. I knew you were gonna like have all this awesome fucking music knowledge.
Hitman's gonna have the knowledge. He's gonna bring that encyclopedia.
Every time I hear I walk 500, besides the fact that they were twins from Ireland, or Scottish. Were they Scottish or Irish?
I don't know. They both look weird as shit when you look at it.
Yeah, they did. In the video, they're just like
they're both fucking.
He's like, I don't know. They're just
moving their legs as if they're walking.
But see, every time I hear that song, I think of the vehicle that was in the movie Dumb and Dumber. That looked like a dog,
the dog one.
The dog vehicle. So, and I remember that from the movie. And what's funny about Bittersweet Symphony was, yes, it was sampled by the Rolling Stones. They got sued by the Rolling Stones for using that sample, and then their egos got in their way and they broke up.
Yeah. I mean, that would technically be a real one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Like in terms of it, yeah, that would be like straight up like the definition of one-hit wonder.
Do you guys define a one-hit wonder as like, when you talk about your reaction to a one-hit wonder, is it one that you would say you hear and you just kind of laugh at yourself, you get a kick out of it? That falls under one-hit wonder, right? Because I feel that way about the 500 Miles song.
No, I kind of feel like a one-hit wonder is like the dude releases a full album, maybe 2 or 3, but you only remember him for that one song. And
sometimes
that's like the world usually
singles,
knows him for that one song.
They never follow up with that either, or they try
like that to me is like a one-hit wonder. So like that's like Mambo number 5. Like name one of his other music. Like name one of his other songs.
Who the hell knows? Like
that one got remixed like 80 million times. But like I can't remember the second. I get a kick out of hearing 500 Miles again because it got spoofed on Family Guy. But Bittersweet Symphony it's a great song.
And Bittersweet, I'm familiar with the 500 Miles, but Bittersweet Symphony, remind me that one again.
That was because it's a bittersweet
symphony.
Gotcha. In the last live. Okay, I gotcha. Oh shit. Okay, that kind of changes things a little bit.
It was in a Nike commercial.
Yeah, I remember the song, and the melody of that song was pretty dope.
Was dope. Yeah. It was really cool.
Sketchy. Okay. You guys.
That's why they were in trouble with the Rolling Stones, right?
Right, because it was
because of that. It was.
Yeah, they sampled it.
And all you got to do, I mean, how much does a sample cost nowadays? Does it depend on the artist or the publisher?
That depends on the artist.
It depends on the artist.
Yeah. How much they want to sell their royalties for. 500 Miles I used to use for a comedy show. I used to tell people like, oh man, you know, I'm real like a romantic, but I'm real bad at it. Like I once sent my girlfriend like a one of those songs that you dedicate to her. And I sent her 500 Miles and she broke up with me. I'm single now. Like, so yeah, it was a really good way to segue into making it good and creepy, but
the days of making mixtapes for girls.
Oh, dude, yeah, man. Or dude, even
you guys used to do that. You made mixtapes for girls.
Oh
wait,
yeah,
hold on. Don't even act too.
Bro, not even.
You made a mixtape for a girl?
Yo, not even.
I've made a mixtape for myself.
I used to make mixtapes for my guy friends, but like of heavy metal, like Rob Zombie and fucking
I used to like
and all that
sell.
other stuff.
So
like, yeah, not to be weird though, like not to be like, yeah, I make mixtapes for dudes.
So then let me ask you, what's the criteria on what goes into this playlist for the chick? Like this is it like a little
some
mixture of like
men,
sexy? Dude? There you go.
Yeah, like yeah, man.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
are you trying to get her in the mood?
In that
yeah.
You trying to get her in the mood to?
It was the REO Speedwagon Chicago Lionel.
Oh, you were trying to have a good night, weren't you? Yeah, there you go.
It was a love song.
You know, you're trying to have a good night.
What the Hitman said earlier is that a song should be able to, or it does, kind of bring back memories. So that's what you're kind of elaborating with the music that you're making for the playlist. That the playlist has some type of value to it, in the sense of what you play it for. Or when you're writing your mixtape out, you'll put this song reminds me because of this or that on your
so when you're handing, so is this nice young lady that we're talking about that you're handing this to, is this a girlfriend or is this one that you're trying to
one that you're trying to
get? So do you know? All right. And I was hoping for content purposes that was the answer, because you know what she did with that fucking CD after you gave it to her.
That's why I said instantly I was single, man.
Hey, it works sometimes. It works sometimes.
Well, you get, besides the mixtape, you give them the love letter.
Oh, so you're going all out. It's not just the mixtape. You're going all balls to the wall.
Oh yeah, you go super heavy with it,
man.
Yeah,
very romantic. Very romantic.
But yeah, like I would use like certain like when I was doing my stand-up comedy, I would come out to like George Michael's, like the
holy shit
song, what is it?
Oh wow, bro. That's
Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper.
Yeah, I'd come out to Careless Whisper, and then I'd be like, yeah, and I'd be like grinding, and I'd be like, can you imagine being in one of those restrooms where they have like that one butler guy that's there, and he's like playing the saxophone, like playing this song for you while you're taking a piss in a urinal, and then he gives you like a mint, and then he's just super uncomfortable, guys, super uncomfortable. Don't make eye contact with nobody.
I was gonna say, was there a lot of eye contact in that?
Yeah,
in that role?
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. It was such a great song to come out to too, man.
Oh,
God, I miss doing stand-up comedy. It was so fun.
But I never pictured the Proclaimers song as a love song, though. To me, it was. You gotta admit, every time you heard that song, you're like literally marching to it. You know, just doing this thing. The video.
But yeah, you're right.
I didn't picture it as a love song.
The saxophone. It's got a lot of love to it.
A lot of love.
All right, so I'm ready to vote. I'm gonna go with.
Okay, so we're looking at, of course, 500 Miles and Bittersweet Symphony, guys.
Yes, I'll go first. I'll say Bittersweet Symphony. If I really don't have a really big choice on either one. I don't care for either one, to be honest with you. But if I were just going off of the song itself, I would go with Bittersweet Symphony.
Okay.
Hitman? I can.
Oh, D.
Oh well, yeah. I can say the same. I'm gonna go with Bittersweet Symphony also.
And even though they still play both songs on Classic Hits Radio now, I'm going to say Bittersweet Symphony too, because again, that song, I love the sample from it, from the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys.
That's crazy that's considered classic now. That's crazy, man.
Dude,
so crazy.
I run a 70s and 80s Classic Hits radio station. I program it, and I just recently started playing Green Day, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Jesus.
Well, that's bullshit.
Ace of Base. I'm starting to play songs from the 90s. Goo Goo Dolls' Iris, I'm playing on Classic Hits Radio.
Jesus Christ.
We were playing, I was playing Slipknot, the EP, like the original fucking release album. And one of my kids was like, oh, that's like classic rock, right? That's class. I was like, get out of here.
Get
kid.
out of my
Get
face.
The fuck out of my
no. Here's the story that I had to do a career day one time for a school it wasn't a high school, I think it was like a middle school. And I brought some of my plaques. If I turn this off, you'd see some of my plaques in my house. And I put this plaque there. I took it, and this girl came up to me and looked at the plaque and goes, who is this? I said, oh man, this is from Boys to Men. It's Boys to Men. They go, Boys to Men, who's that?
Oh,
I was
no.
like,
oh hell no.
You don't know who Boys to Men is? And the kid did not know who Boys to Men was. But then you got to remember, songs like End of the Road and stuff like that is now 30 years old.
30 years old.
It doesn't even feel like that though.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
All right, boys. So Bittersweet Symphony is the winner of that round. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It looks like it's going to be Tainted Love, but we don't know which one yet, because you have the Marilyn Manson one also.
Yeah, but I say Soft Cell.
Yeah, and
Soft Cell, because I mean Marilyn Manson had a career like.
And This Is Why I'm Hot. So those are your two songs. This Is Why I'm Hot and Tainted Love.
Those are good.
I'm gonna go.
But
with
which
Soft
Tainted Love are we going with?
Soft.
The soft cell.
Okay.
No, because if Marilyn Manson did it and never released anything else, then that would be his one-hit wonder. You know?
When I think of Tainted Love, I just think of Coneheads.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah,
I think
I think of Coneheads.
I think of the same thing.
Away.
That's exactly what I think about.
Get away.
Yeah.
This is why I'm hot is dope, and like, yeah, it's dope, but I don't think it compares to soft cell.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you on this one. This one I'm gonna go with.
That actually was an easy one.
Tainted Love, yeah.
And Hitman, that's you too? Tainted Love?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got one word for that. Iconic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Definitely,
good. Easy.
yeah.
That was a solid round.
Yeah, that was
amazing. All right, here we go. Next bout. Rico Suave.
Oh, winner.
Shit.
And you know what? After we get
Versus
this,
Because I Got High.
Oh, dude, Afro Man.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a fuck, man.
That was his only song that he had though.
That's the only song he had. It was.
That's the perfect example of a one-hit wonder.
Good one-hit wonder. Like,
does anybody know where he's from?
Afro Man?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
What part?
Hold on, but while we try to find out where Afro Man is from, I know Hitman has a story about Rico Suave. I saw it on your TikTok.
Got it. Gotta hear this.
Okay. Gerardo actually came down and performed in McAllen, put on a great show. Years later, I had to go to Vegas. I went to Vegas for a convention, and Interscope Records called me and said, "Hey, dude, we want to take you over to the Palms to have a great steak dinner, and we want you to meet this brand new artist. And the people from Interscope are going to be there too." And I was like, okay. So me and a couple of the programmers went to it. So we get down there, and we're talking to everybody, meeting everybody, and then they go, "Hey, this is the guy. He's our A&R guy. He's the guy that goes and he signs artists to the record label." And they go, "We want to introduce you to the guy." He turns around. It's actually Rico Suave Gerardo. He's actually the A&R guy that's signing artists at Interscope Records. And the artist that he signed was Enrique Iglesias.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So Enrique Iglesias, it's like, and that's when Bailamos and all those other songs all of a sudden exploded. And Rico Suave was the guy who signed him to Interscope Records, which I thought was it was crazy.
That's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Afro Man is from LA.
Really?
And I only asked that because I find it interesting what travels to the East Coast. You know, not much gets up here, if you want to be honest. So Because I Got High made it over here and it was big over here, that kind of interests me. But I'm asking stupid questions because that song is not bigger than Rico Suave. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Rico Suave.
I'm gonna go with Rico Suave.
Yeah, it's a Rico Suave by a long shot.
Yeah,
Man,
which sucks
that's pretty hardcore, man. Because Afro Man, Because I Got High is literally like the anthem for.
It was an anthem,
but that's like a
yeah.
cult. But that's like a cult song, right? That's like a cult favorite song.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't smoke, but I enjoyed it. But Rico Suave is.
But Rico Suave, again, it's another one of those infectious.
Legal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not lying. I mean,
it's one of those infectious songs.
Everyone is considered Rico Suave in the Valley. Like, call all your friends in the Valley, dude.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with Rico Suave too. Yeah.
All righty, boys. Rico Suave it is. All right, here we go. On to the next one. We have 5 bouts left for the first round. So here we go. Cupid Shuffle versus Pop.
What was this? What was it?
Was this what?
The Cupid Shuffle?
Yeah.
Versus Bop. Bop. Up.
Wow.
Do it up.
Wow.
Oh fuck!
I thought Cupid Shuffle was gonna get whatever song.
Because you're gonna hear that in every damn
here.
wedding for the rest of the time.
Again, I was, even though I wasn't a Hanson fan, you could not.
Do not tell me that you rock that shit.
it's not the fact whether I rocked it or not, or whether I thought it was good. It was the fact that everyone else around me thought it was good.
Yeah, what was it like in the radio world? Okay, man.
Well, again, I keep bringing this word up, earworm. I mean, everybody remembers Mbop to where, and it came out around the same time as Spice Girls and very beginnings of NSYNC, and his Hanson's record Mbop. The reason why is it just me, or songs that had just like or like Journey's na 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 na, everybody remembers those type of songs. So you're gonna remember Mbop because you didn't have to learn the words. Because even you just did right now when you went Mbop, like Mbop, boom bop. You don't know the words, but it sounded like you knew the words.
Yeah, it's just the Scatman words, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a Scatman word.
Don't even remind me of Scatman.
I love that Scatman.
Scatman should have been on this list.
So you think that because it was easier psychologically, like
it's a psychological type thing.
And wait, is Hanson technically considered a one-hit wonder?
Not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably
that's kind of a gray area.
What other song? I don't know any song. I know they continued, but
I think you put it in the same categories like Simple Minds. They did have other hits, but the ones that everybody remembers.
Everybody knows. Okay.
Because actually Hanson a couple of years ago released another song, because I remember seeing the music video. They recreated the scene from the Blues Brothers. So it actually came out just a couple of years ago, that they came out with another song, and they're still.
And it was a hit.
Yeah, it was actually, well, it wasn't like a top 5 record, but it was a top 15 record. It's like they're more known now for having so many kids. They've got like 30 kids now compared to what their songs are for. You know what I mean?
I think I'm just need a damn reality show then.
I think I'm just having a really hard time grasping the fact that I was tortured all of those years listening to that song, that they only had the one song to torture me with. I'm kind of like, I kind of figured that they would have one more song that would have been on the same level as to why I had to continuously see Hanson on posters, on TV screens, on something else. But I guess
they were during the teeny bopper realm, man. There was
I don't want to vote for it, but we're just talking more about that one. I mean, Cupid Shuffle is going to be in weddings until the end of time, but
I was going to say but see, I think that's where I'm a little bit conflicted, is because Cupid Shuffle is going to be here forever. Yeah. It may not be, in some, areas, but it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So that's where I'm a little bit conflicted.
I have to step away for like 1 minute, but you put me down for put me down for Cupid Shuffle. I just want to see how this ends. I'll be
shit, man.
All righty.
Cupid Shuffle to me is in the same category as YMCA and the Macarena. You're going to hear them at every single wedding, quinceañera. Hell, they'll even play it at a funeral, I think, if they could. You know what I mean?
Hardcore.
I'm sure it has been.
Yeah, compared to Hanson, another thing I just remembered was that scene from Family Guy where Quagmire thought they were women. So, those were hot chicks. Dude, those were guys. What? It's like, it's crazy. So
but I guess this goes back to the idea of which one would you consider more of a one-hit wonder, right? Because you're looking at the Cupid Shuffle, where that song by itself, super well known,
and it'll last.
It's going to last for a very, very, very long time. Where Hanson, went on to, of course, make more albums and more songs, and was popular amongst the people a little bit more than that one dude that made that one song.
And it's also where you're going to hear it, because you're not going to hear Mbop at a wedding. Yeah. You're not going to hear Mbop. You're not even going to hear Mbop on the radio. I don't play it anywhere. To where Cupid Shuffle, they still play it like Saturday nights on the retro dance parties and stuff like that.
And then, like Brian said earlier, it comes with a song and a dance, and it involves everybody. It gets everybody up on their feet. Like
it's going to be hard to beat, especially in one of these like one-off type of elimination things, when you're coming to the table with a dance, a following, catchy song, dude. It's going to be hard to get it out of here.
And then to be like what the Hitman said earlier, like so far we've been able to remember Hanson, the name. I can't remember who made the Cupid Shuffle.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Good point.
So it's one of those things like which one's more of a one-hit wonder? Because you guys, we talked about it where Hanson, we remember what the band did. We remember them having success and playing major concerts. I can't remember anything else the Cupid Shuffle guy did except his song being in weddings and quinceañeras and dances and stuff. I can't really remember anything else he did. It's kind of like Mambo number 5.
I was gonna allude back to allude back to a conversation you guys had just a short while ago about what is considered a one-hit wonder, and I just don't think it's a broad stroke answer. I think there's got to be a lot to be involved in that, as far as with me anyway. But yeah, I think Cupid Shuffle was going to be my answer on that.
Yeah,
even though that's a tough one.
You want to hear something that's funny? You know who's the singer for the Cupid Shuffle? The guy's name is Cupid.
Is he really?
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's called the Cupid Shuffle by Cupid.
Oh, you see, I would have never figured that out.
I would have never guessed.
That out.
Like, hey, what's your name, bro? Bro, it's Cupid.
It's Cupid. This is my shuffle.
The name of my.
This is my. Call
shuffle.
it the Cupid Shuffle. He just says it's my shuffle. He's in conversation. Yeah. He's just like, no, it's
he should have just called it. This is my shuffle.
I don't think in the third person. Let me go ahead. Cupid Shuffle it is, boys.
Yeah, I'm voting Cupid Shuffle.
Can you imagine that guy talking in the third person?
Almost done with the first.
God, that'd be so horrible. That'd be so horrible.
That would be the GOAT.
The last 4, and it looks like the versus is going to be. Oh man, here we go. The Macarena.
Yeah.
And Jesse's Girl.
Oh shit.
Now Rick Springfield had more than one hit. He had like 3 or 4 hits.
That were bigger than that?
Yeah, You Better Love Somebody was another song.
Oh, then I mean, in that case, I can't remember where I got Jesse's Girl, whether it was like a list online or whether it was a.
Yeah,
don't tell me. Iconic, do not tell me that the Macarena is gonna move on by default.
I don't know, man.
You guys can decide that.
Well, here's another thing you need to ask about. Are you talking about the Macarena, the original version from Los Del Rios, or the
Los Del Rio,
or the American version, which had the girl singing on it with it?
I don't count that one. Los Del Rio
that one was even more annoying than the original.
Yeah. You guys deliberate. If you want to make it a buy round, or if you guys want to vote between these 2 songs.
Macarena was another stadium song that you hear at all the sports arenas. It even, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was on the old.
You know what, Brian? I'm sorry to cut you off here, man, but you know what, Brian? It came with a dance.
Yeah, this also goes to the idea that it came with a dance. And popular enough that people still know the dance and don't remember that it came with the Macarena song.
Still know
that's true. But so like, even Jesse's Girl, but when I hear Jesse's Girl, it brings me to the movie Boogie Nights, with like one of the most iconic scenes where the drug dealer is having like a huge fucking the drug dealers start shooting at them. But anyway, when I hear that song, I think of Boogie Nights, and I just don't like the Macarena song. I wish I had a better way to articulate that and to not seem like just so cold about it. But I'm just
gonna cross your arms and be like, no.
That's it.
No,
that's my stance.
Here's something that you might not know. Jesse's Girl had a sequel. It was done. Jesse's Girl. It was actually literally like Jesse's Girl 2 or something like that. It was done by Coheed and Cambria. Yeah, and Rick Springfield is on the song. And basically, you know how Jesse's Girl talks about how he always wishes
he got her. He got her.
No, it's the polar opposite.
It's her sister.
No. It come out to the fact that the sequel of Jesse's Girl was, oh my God, she's a bitch, she's a gold digger. It's a complete polar opposite. It was like, why did I go after Jesse's Girl? She was a bitch. She was a gold digger. She ruined our lives. Why did I go after Jesse's Girl?
That just made the song like 10 times cooler. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jesse's Girl.
All right, Hitman.
I think I'm gonna agree with Brian because the fact that I hate Macarena. That song is the most burnt out song ever. I think even you got to agree with everybody. The minute you first hear the first note, everybody switches the channel on a radio.
Or throws up.
Everybody
Yeah.
gets off the dance floor.
Yeah, exactly. unless you're a drunk 40-year-old woman that just wanted to go out there and dance with her sister or something like that.
It's all the DS. It's all the aunts usually
Yeah.
get on the dance floor for that one.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I'm gonna fight it and say Jesse's Girl. I'm gonna go with Jesse's Girl.
Awesome. It looks like Jesse Girl's going on to the next round. Let's go ahead
Sorry,
and go to
D.
the third to the last. Here we go. Probably one of my favorite songs in the whole wide world. Rapper's Delight versus Too Close.
Too close. Can somebody?
Next.
Okay. Oh,
We
okay.
dancing real close.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that in middle school that we were singing along with like a song about a boner.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
That's what the song's
It's
about.
funny. That's how I knew what a boner was.
It's like,
That
I wonder
song.
if she could tell I'm hard right now. Dun, 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 dun.
Did you know that Rapper's Delight is over 30 minutes long?
I didn't know
Is
that.
it? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I do because I used to breakdance to it a hell of a lot.
Yeah, that
Play
was
that
that's the
shit right on the
breakers.
floor and just
That's the
keep it going.
breakers dance right there.
It was a one-sided album. It was on one side, the entire album. I'm going with Rapper's Delight.
Yeah, fuck. That
I
to
feel
me
like it
already
would be
won
We
the
flat
don't-
on
last.
yeah,
this.
we
don't do rap.
Yeah, we don't have to spend too much time on this one.
Yeah,
we
we're
can just
good.
go. We just good.
That's fine.
Yay, Rapper's Delight. I'm glad it made it.
I'm glad we didn't vote for boners, huh?
Don't get it wrong. Like if that was going up against a lot of other songs, I was definitely picking So Close.
Like we said before, like there's just almost every other song on this is a honorable mention. Like all the songs
Yeah,
are
no,
great
definitely.
that are chosen. They're all hard. We go on to the second to the last, boys.
Yeah.
We are looking at Informer
Informer.
versus the new ABC song, My Neck, My Back.
Nah, it's Informer for me.
That song, My Neck, My Back, you know which song that is. I know everybody knows that song.
Yeah.
That beat is now the new song for the ABCs that they teach children.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not even kidding, dude.
You're trolling.
It literally
No,
goes by the
that
same
can't
beat. You
be.
can look it up. You can look it up. ABC's My Neck,
Why
My
did
Back.
why did they change the ABC song? So it's not AB. It's not the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star
No.
melody.
It's A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V. Just look it up, dude.
I just want to see a bunch of suburban teachers doing that shit.
Yeah. Because once those kids learn how to look that song up on YouTube, that shit's gonna get bad real quick. So yeah, like I said, Informer versus My Neck, My Back.
You put me down for Informer. I'm looking this shit up right.
I'm gonna go with Snow too, because even when you were a kid, and you guys met, everybody did this. They went Informer.
Scatman.
I lick your boom boom
Scatman
down.
lyrics.
Hey, Hitman, who was the rapper on that song?
Snow.
Snow.
No. There was a guy who did a 16
was-
bars on that.
It was
Oh
Snow,
shit, I don't know, man.
wasn't it?
It was somebody else. You watch the video, there's another dude in there, and he's also in the jail cell, like doing his verse and shit.
I know.
I don't even know that dude was doing in jail, man. That guy living in like Canada. He's hanging out in the fucking suburbs.
I
and
remember the
shit.
video. I remember there was this black dude on that song.
I don't remember shit.
Now that you mention it, I do kind of remember that.
He's
now.
chilling with the
Mm.
snowman.
Yeah.
It'd be like a remix, man.
I really never cared for that song ever.
Really?
It got a resurgence recently by Daddy Yankee making a reggaeton version of it.
I hate that.
I hate-
Everybody's using interpolations of old songs. You can't come up with your own damn.
I do know of the, but I would go. I mean, it doesn't matter because Informer's going on, but my vote would have been for My Neck, My Back.
Really?
That song is
Okay.
just
Wait,
nasty.
Hitman?
Like,
I haven't heard Hitman. Which one are you choosing?
I'm saying Snow.
You gonna go with Snow?
Snow.
Oh wow.
those Club Abyss days, man. My Neck, My
Oh,
Back.
Club Abyss. I
Those
remember Club Abyss.
Club Abyss days when My Neck, My Back came on.
What was the other one? Club Exit too, right? Club Exit.
Yeah,
I was
man.
gonna say, like, I think Snow had like one or two extra songs that were popular on his album, where that girl literally just had that one song. Like, and that one song is still, like I said, super popular for some reason. I don't know, man.
I still think Informer.
I mean, literally, dude. Now you guys are gonna go check out the ABC's version.
I hate that.
But
That's
who's
so,
the girl?
that's
Who's
such-
the girl that sang that song though? What was her name?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I just remember the song and like I sing it like every other day, like just to be fucking with people when I'm walking by and shit.
Yes, Kaya. Is it Kaya? Kaya.
Oh, Kaya. Yeah, that's right.
And that she did only have that
away?
One. Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I know. I don't know. I know that was her only song, but that I mean, any girl in any club, you couldn't tell them shit when that song came on. Oh, and yeah. I saw it firsthand.
It'd be like the biggest prude, and then boom, ass shaking.
Yeah, and that's another song. And that's another song. Yeah, and that's another song that when that first melody drops, people are gonna know what that song is, like automatically.
I guess I'm using.
No, she's still alive. Yeah, my bad. I heard a while back that she passed away. But
I'm referring back to like my taste, my preference. I'm going with Informer.
Okay, so either way, we're going with Informer.
Informer. Yep.
Yeah, and people remember, here we go. Like the beginning of Snow Informer too. So it's like
oh yeah, you already know. Yeah, you already know. Once that song comes on, what was it, like a trumpet or something? I don't even remember what that was.
Yeah, it was a trumpet. I think it was a trumpet. Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We are on the last bout for this bracket. And it looks like it's going to be Play That Funky Music and Baby Got Back.
Sorry, Casey.
What?
So we are looking at Play That Funky Music and Baby Got Back.
Average white band to play that funky music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was Casey Sunshine. My bad.
Oh. Okay.
Wait. That's. Yeah, I'm getting a brain fart as to who was the artist.
For which one?
For Play That Funky Music.
Play That Funky Music.
I think it's the average white band.
Boy.
It says Wild Cherry.
Oh, Wild Cherry. Okay, that does sound right. Wow, there's so many disco bands at the time. It was just like, yeah.
That's damn. This is a tough one to end on.
This is a tough one for you.
Yeah, but come on, Baby Got Back. Yeah, I get it, but shit, bro. Play That Funky Music. White Boy was dope, bro.
How do you know?
You just listen to the song and you make your own damn conclusion of the song.
When did that song come out?
Who knows?
Again, you're also looking at what's considered a one-hit wonder because you're looking at Sir Mix-a-Lot as an artist and you're looking at Wild Cherry. You know what I mean?
I would say Sir Mix-a-Lot. I would consider that.
I mean, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I mean, yeah, you saw him. You continued to see him, but it's associated with that song. But I do love a good ass, bro. I mean, it pays homage to the most beautiful part of a woman's body.
Listen, I get it. The Play That Funky Music, White Boy, I get it. But we're talking about heyday video box. This dude was standing.
He was standing on an ass,
He was standing on an ass with women around him in gold shaking their ass, talking about why he loves ass, and he cannot lie.
Yeah.
I like the look on Hitman's face. Like he's like, good point.
That you can't get any, and then that was it. He gave you that, and then he was gone.
I'm gonna take this ass with me.
And so I just don't see how this, for me, it's not that hard of a decision. I'm gonna go with Sir Mix-a-Lot. That is, and if you want to bring up the word iconic, that song has bred.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
That song
with that alone.
Nicki Minaj had a #1 hit off of that song. It's the winner for me.
Plus the fact that he has still a lot of influence in the.
He still does. Yes,
the Seattle
absolutely.
music scene. In the Seattle music scene, there's an artist right now. He's a rock artist. His name is Aaron Jones, and he says that it's because of his influence with Sir Mix-a-Lot that Aaron Jones is He actually lived in the same neighborhood as him and Jimi Hendrix and Chris Cornell, and he's one of the few artists that are from the Seattle music scene that was not a rock artist, that was a hip hop artist, and he has a lot of influence. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Sir Mix-a-Lot also, because even though it was a one-hit wonder, that guy has influence everywhere.
Awesome.
He rode the hell out of that one hit
Yeah,
wonder.
well, all very good points, and you swayed my decision. I just wish Play That Funky Music would have gotten, just like we said, all these songs against anybody else, it would have been a different result. But that's gonna do it for the first round, guys. I appreciate you guys listening to DNC Digital. You can find me at DNC Digital on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Next week, we're gonna come back with the rest of this tournament. But we just wanted to get the first round covered. So my host, thank you so much for coming in. ChrisP Plays and co-host of the Average Boys podcast. ChrisP, thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys getting me on here, man. I love this stuff.
No, this stuff is fun. And of course, our esteemed guest that he's going to come back next week, Hitman. Thanks so much from C101 Corpus Christi. Thanks again for coming in.
No problem. No problem. Anytime, dude. Anytime.
And my brother from another mother, the man who can one of two men in this world that can say he did a Christmas podcast with WWF superstar Duke the Dumpster Droese. Brian Davis, thanks a lot, brother.
Anytime, D. I appreciate the space that you're giving me and just being able to kick it with you. Nice, healthy, handsome gentleman. And see you guys next week.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment. You know what? Just go ahead and comment if you agree or disagree with our choices, or who is maybe a one-hit wonder that we forgot, or one that you felt should have gone on, or one you felt that should not have won. I will see you guys next week. You guys take care and be safe.